Hi Taurus, how are you? Welcome to Told As Love Tarot. I hope you're feeling good and doing well. I hope you like and subscribe because that really helps me push out the channel, and I appreciate the feedback too. If it does resonate, like and comment and subscribe. This is for Taurus placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a bunch of Taurus in your chart. And your pre-message, Taurus, has to do with I kept hearing the words or seeing like taking over. Either you are taking over for somebody at a position in a relationship. Maybe someone has like gotten rid of someone and you are taking over that spot. You are taking over a project, or someone has taken over a project. Maybe it was, or a company. The company has been taken over. Also could be like taking someone's place. Maybe someone was let go and you're taking their place. Or I also have this feeling of like a Taurus who has fought to get this. It wasn't really just given to you. It was kind of like either pursued or just fought for, and you're taking over or taking someone's place. Something about bounced checks or avoided checks, which if someone has a company being taken over, maybe there's been some bounced checks, or yeah, like there's a Taurus maybe worried. Like I even thought like maybe you voided a check and it wasn't meant to be voided yet, and you're trying to figure out how to get this check good again, if you could still do something with the check. Taurus, please let me know if that resonates. Happy Pisces season. It starts today. My favorite Pisces is definitely Rihanna, besides my parents. Do not tell them I said that in that order. So we just saw the Three of Swords upright, which is a heartbreak card, and this is the King of Cups reverse, which shows another heart, but this heart's in reverse. So I'm getting a heartache vibe here, Taurus. Someone may have juggled you, or you may have been juggled, maybe for a position that you took over. You could have been dealing with a water sign, but that's not, doesn't always have to be. And here's fire energy. This is a queen and this is a king. So this is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. This is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy, but it's a rather emotional, sensitive man or masculine, and a very fiery, dominant female. So whomever is the masculine in this relationship or situation, Taurus, is in their feelings right now, or is just not feeling well about something. Not feeling confident. I feel like someone feels they've been manipulated. But the King of Cups reverse can also be a manipulative, emotionally manipulative person. So if this is all the same person, they're very, very good looking. And they're very, very emotionally manipulative. And yeah, maybe you got juggled, or you were juggling. Gosh, I even heard like, this could be the two sides of you, Taurus. Maybe you have like a little bit of a Gemini-ish to you. Like one side is emotionally manipulative, and it's due to your own issues and heartache that you need to solve or address. And at the other side, you're very confident, you're good looking, you're dominant with your views. You're, I want to say a boss, but a boss in a good way. Maybe this is a Taurus that has some like emotional, mental health issues. Like maybe you go through what waves. I'm feeling like bipolar, and my ears are ringing right now as I say that, and that would explain why there's two sides. Maybe there's a Taurus out there that's having to juggle these like two sides of them. Gosh, that's all from like just a few cards. Taurus, Queen of Swords, that's air energy. So we've seen the King of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and now the Queen of Swords. There's a whole lot of people here. Taurus, you dealing with a few people? Excuse me. Which would go back to being juggled, or you were juggled. There's Scorpio energy here. Scorpio is like in every one of my readings. Page of Cups reversed. And Seven of Pentacles. Maybe this is the same female energy, like a very dominant female energy who, with her words, can be very manipulative, emotional, manipulative communication, Taurus. This is either being done to you or you're very good at it. I'm even hearing like a realtor, like someone who's trying to sell something to a young family, and like you know exactly what keywords to hit. This room would be perfect for the baby's room, knowing damn well that the house has a bunch of issues in it, but you're verbally, emotionally manipulating them, or emotionally manipulative with words and communication. Someone here is very, 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 very smart. I feel like someone here, Taurus, also lets their brain and like their brain control their heart most if not more of the time. Two of Swords reversed. A lot of twos I feel like I'm seeing. So this goes back to that maybe feeling of juggling, or there is maybe a Taurus that has these two sides to them, and it's been very painful, and I feel like you've either hurt people or you've been hurt by this person who has two sides to them, but it's like shit goes wrong and then someone comes back around and tries to repair things after they've hurt someone's feelings, or maybe, yeah, said something really, might not even have been words, but emotionally hurt someone. Yes, someone has emotionally been, I'm hearing damaged. Someone was emotionally damaged. Someone is emotionally hurt. It's like they hold on to these wounds because they don't know any better. Wow, that's like sad. I can't even believe I said that out loud. That's like really sad. So maybe Taurus, you or who you're dealing with, some of these issues that are about a manipulative communication, and again with the two sides, it's maybe there's someone who's not controlling it right now, or can't control it, or doesn't want to talk about it, or cut off communication about it. You could be dealing with a Cancer specifically, Taurus, or someone with Cancer in their chart. Four of Wands reversed. Oof. I see like an unhappy home. I see two people who are kind of at odds. Maybe there's more than one person who's feeling in their heart sad, heartbroken, depressed. I'm hearing like uncontrollable depression. Like, maybe suicidal ideation, or like self-harm ideation or thoughts. Someone has done like everything they can do to keep something afloat, or like keep something alive, or like fix something, and it's just, this is like to me about a relationship. Or building up a relationship, taking down someone's walls, and helping them emotionally, I'm hearing also too. Like caring enough that you know that this person is going through it and that their issues are emotional in nature. So while they're putting up a wall to you, you're just kind of, there's love here, because this is the King of Cups upright. There's a man or a masculine who's sitting back, letting someone have a meltdown or throw shit, or just look at how pissed she is, say and maybe do some nasty, terrible things, but like they always come back, or they always stay, and that connects with this card. See, that offer to forgive me is coming out before the tears have even reached it at the bottom. And this is why I'm feeling this is some sort of repeat cycle, Taurus, where someone is getting hurt or has a lot of hurt, like I said, that they've held on to because it's like a comfort zone and they don't know any better. They may not even realize that their actions and responses to something, or even like this depression that they go through, they may think it's like, oh, it's PMS, or, oh, I'm just in a funk because something like bad happened at work, I'm stressed. But then they're in bed for like 2 weeks, and it's like, but is that really normal? Why are you holding on to this? Like, why do you think that this is good when it's clearly not making us happy, or me happy, or you happy? There is a lot of love here, and this is why someone either doesn't leave, or doesn't want to leave, or won't leave. Or if they do leave, they always come back around, because I feel like there's an understanding. This has been happening a lot with these cards coming back out that are the same. This is the same card, 4 cups. 4 cups. Maybe someone could be at their wit's end and like ready to be done with this cycle, but it's to me, someone who is unstable. Maybe someone has watched this happen, or like has known this about the person as you grew up, and watched them grow, or however this resonates, Taurus. But someone, either you or them, like I'm hearing like picks fights and will be very verbal and like mean with your words. And this is part of some sort of 2 sides to you, Taurus, that you may not even realize that you have. Here's Gemini energy. This is Gemini Aries. Gosh, another repeat. 4 Pentacles, which is over here, I think. Yeah, it's over here. 4 Pentacles. I was just gonna say, like, maybe whoever here has this issue, maybe it's a mood issue, a mood disorder, where there's ups, there's downs, they're screaming, yelling 1 minute, and before they're even done, before the energy in the room can even clear out, they're already apologizing and crying, wanting you to forgive them. Maybe there's some, emotional manipulation going on here. Someone feels maybe manipulated to feel bad, or like they're always feeling like, even though you're the one who caused the fight, even though you just said nasty things, now you're the one crying and saying like, I got fucked up from my dad. that may be all well and good, but how many times am I going to have to feel bad for you when it's like, dude, you just said some terrible, awful shit to me. Can we address that? That's for someone out there, Taurus. Someone is really freaking sick of some sort of like shit. Look at both their arms are crossed. Someone is kind of sick of this shit. I'm hearing sick of this shit. They want their arms uncrossed. This could be someone's actual emotional mood swings, disorder that they can't even control, that they're holding on to because of trauma and damage that they don't even know any better to let go of. And this is a Taurus who you are dealing with wants to let go of that trauma, or they are working on letting go of that trauma, or you yourself are helping them let go of this trauma because you know that the way that they are acting or their responses to some things are because of what has happened to them when they were younger. You may very well have known this person a long time, maybe even seen the environment that they grew up in, so you can understand and empathize, but more identify and understand why they're acting the way they are because you saw them grow up. Maybe this is like your best friend and you know that when you get into fights, they get super defensive and say some really effed up shit, but you love them and you know that this is just part of the issues from their childhood because they grew up in a household where their parental figures were always screaming, saying some effed up shit to each other. This resonates for a Taurus out there. Please let me know. I'm also thinking too, this could be like your lifetime, your high school sweetheart. You've known this person since like junior high. Maybe you even went to the same elementary school together, but you knew that they were like, you knew their parents had like issues. Maybe at the time you didn't realize what someone being drunk and argumentative looked like, or what, like, you didn't understand it, they didn't understand it, but then later in life you're looking back and you're like, they were freaking drunk and fighting and saying crazy shit to each other and to us. Now I look back and I understand it. At the same time, you're looking at the person, whether it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your person who grew up in that environment, and you're seeing them now with their drunk, angry behavior, and you're like, damn, I love you so much, and that's why I'm not gonna leave. I know why this is like this. I know why you're like this. I hope that makes sense to someone. That seems so specific. And at the same time, it's like, I feel there's a Taurus that I love you so much, but I don't need to put up with this shit. I don't want to put up with this shit. You need to address your shit. And I feel like, Taurus, you or the person you're dealing with is something that may have been handed down to you. This is why I'm saying, like, this could be like a mental or emotional illness where you don't even have control over it. Either it was handed down to you. What is the word? What's the saying? Is it, nature and nurture? Someone here, either one of them, was fucked from the get because they were going to end up with this sort of disorder or these emotional responses because this is the environment and the trauma that they grew up in. This was bound to happen where you're at right now, Taurus, or who you're dealing with. And someone is sick of dealing with it. It's like someone may be even sick of their own shit. And it's like, I need to address this and complete this. And I want to be done with this cycle. And it's something that they've been dealing with since they were a child, and or it was handed down to them. This is why I'm saying, like, with the world here, I feel like there's no escape who you're born as. I'm hearing like there's no escape how you're coming into this world. This is why I'm saying this person was kind of like screwed from the get because they were always going to have this sort of mental disorder or mood disorder or emotional, mental, some sort of issue going on, or because of the environment they grew up in. This is where I'm like, it's either nature or nurture. However this resonates, Taurus. Someone was screwed from the get because their genes or the environment they grew up in and the home they were in was very, very toxic and unhealthy. And they were going to be screwed regardless. This is such a specific sort of reading, Taurus. Let's get like one more for Taurus and then end this, because this is like pretty heavy energy here, Taurus. King of Pentacles reversed. Could be you. This could all be about you, Taurus. You could be out of your element. Out of your element, having to deal with stuff. Stuff from the past. This could be people currently here who are rooting for you, who love you, who are the people who have known you since you, who have known you and know that this isn't you. When you're acting this way, all dressed in black, all dressed in black. When you're lashing out like this, it's like they understand that it was a nature or nurture. You were screwed from the get. And I feel like this is a Taurus who's either addressing it, acknowledging it, maybe seeing it for what it's worth, seeing that it's like an issue, however this resonates. But to me, this is you, Taurus, because this is earth energy. But it's like, I'm feeling like this goes back to like that. I'm seeing like someone in the mirror, and like there's this version and then there's the evil version of them, and in the mirror it looks like the same person, but instead of being like this and happy and this is gonna be so funny, in this world I'm saying feel good and I'm like happy, yeah, but in the mirror, the other side, it says feel like shit, and I'm like ha 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 ha. Even with an evil laugh like that, I'm like, ha ha ha, feel like shit. And maybe the Taurus, however this resonates. That's why I'm saying, like, this is why you're in reverse. Because this is the bad Taurus. The good Taurus is upright. This Taurus is having to address or acknowledge the cups that they've kicked over. Because you or whoever it was pitching a fit and kicked them over. Now, this is figurative for having to look at their actions, emotional, mental, physical actions, having to turn back and address shit. And I'm hearing like the quote, like, I'm sick of my own shit. And it's what is the quote? Real change occurs when you become sick of your own shit. Anybody else can be sick of your shit and you're not going to change. It's when you are sick of your own shit that you change. The belief too that, like, I'm thinking to like addicts or people who have addictions, like, you have to want the help, you have to want to change. Doesn't matter how many times people around you could want you to change or send you that energy, you have to want it yourself. And I feel like this is a Taurus, or the person you're dealing with, who, excuse me, has had these issues or baggage and is finally either at a point in life where they are sick of their own shit, they want to address this, they want to close this, put it behind them, and like start living in a happier, more positive, stable light, and not in the feel like shit world. Taurus, if this makes sense and resonates, please let me know. If it doesn't, check out the other signs in your chart. I hope you are happy and healthy and have a happy beginning to Pisces season. I will see you soon. Bye.